Hey guys, it is Friday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Free It Friday, and I have something that was not really planned to unbox for you guys. I was going to just do a couple more Mopars, but this week when I went to Walmart, I found the all-new M2, I guess I've seen them posted as M2 AUTO-FIGS or M2 AUTO-FIGURES. I've also heard M2 AUTO-Diorama. But honestly, it don't even say on the package. I'll show you. Let's pick one here, and I'll go ahead and start with my favorite because of the figures themselves. This one here. This is the Goodyear one. Goodyear wide boots, referring to the tires. But you see the girls with the knee-high yellow boots. Well, these girls in the diorama have those boots on. And these girls will look very good in my Mr. Norm's diorama because they are era correct, like late 60s, early 70s, like the outfits, the knee-high boots, the hairstyles, everything. It's perfect. So, anyways, though, looking here, let me bring this up a little bit and show you. See, usually up here it will say like M2, and then you'll have underneath or over to the right side Auto Projects, Auto Haulers, Detroit Muscle, whatever it may be, but this says nothing. So I guess, in my opinion, I guess I would call it the Auto Figures, because you have the car with the figures, but it also could work as Auto Diorama because they have the print of the original advertisement from 19 whatever year it was. I guess it's going to be after 1967, obviously, and they have the car that was in the ad and the girls. So anyways, yeah, maybe Auto Diorama, Auto Advertisement, I have no idea. But anyways, this one is your first ones, R01. We have all three of them. There are 3 for every release. They are already up to R02, and that has a Challenger funny car, a 71 Cuda, and a 49 Mercury. The 49 Mercury is actually really cool because it's got James Dean in the background, so I guess it's going to be advertising like a James Dean movie. I didn't really get into it. I just seen the advertisement on eBay that there were sets of the release 2 available now. But right now we're focusing on release 1. So these are pretty cool. As I said, these were going to open, and I actually got a really killer deal on these Wednesday when I went to Walmart. I went in and they had these, and they were stocking them when I went in that morning, and they didn't really know what to charge for them, so they listed them as the regular, like, Detroit Muscle stuff and so forth. They were like $6.88. So I got the sets for $6.88 each. So that was great. But today, when I went back there, they had them hanging on a hook, and they were $9.94 each. So when I went there the first day they were getting them stocked, they were only on the shelf, and they were trying to figure out what to charge. And I got them for the regular Detroit Muscle, like, display case price of $6.88. But that wasn't a bad deal. But the $9.94, I don't think these are worth it, in my opinion. But some people may feel they are. So I've already slit around the backside so we can get this open. And on the backside just has all of your warnings for choking hazards, your licensing stuff, and the advertisement again. So we'll flip this up and then try to slide this out. This is the first time I'm opening these, so this is kind of odd. It's actually like part of the PVC is over the base, and there's a rubber band in here holding it down. So I'm gonna have to get a pair of scissors. So they have went through a lot of trouble to box these up. So anyways, it looks like it would have came out with like the advertisement like actually behind it instead of just coming out like this. So anyways, the Camaro is pretty cool. It's a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro RS 327 with the Goodyear wide boot, wide track tires, and back then these would have still been like bias ply style tires. And nice hood, under the hood detail, except with the Chevys back then, they weren't like Mopars. The under the hood, all of the inner fenders, firewall, and core support would have been painted black. Now, if this was a Mopar, that'd be 100% correct, because the under the hood of the Mopars were painted up just like the outside of the car. Now, with these, you have this little tab underneath as a base for the car, holding it on. We're going to go ahead and unscrew one of them at least, because these, though this one is the one I'm keeping, kind of. The car I still may get rid of, but the girls I definitely want for my Mr. Norm's display. They have them there checking out like new cars and such. As I said, the Mr. Norm's diorama is set to be like the summer of 1971, so this stuff will fit in perfect. And if I wanted to diversify, I could even put some GM and Ford cars on the lot, but the room that I have is not very much, so I only have, like, I think it's 3 rows of 7 cars, so that's why I tried to keep it all Mopar. So here's your Camaro, opening hood, obviously, and it has the opening doors, too, which, in my opinion, is okay, because the gaps on this one and the alignment is not too bad. It looks fairly good. So I'm not going to complain too much about the opening doors on this one, but I've seen some where they're really bad, and they've actually maybe strengthened their product control, quality control, because this actually rolls really nice, no wobble whatsoever. Very nicely built Camaro, and it is metal on metal, so it would be the same as your Detroit Muscle and your Auto-Thenix releases, metal on metal with opening hood and doors. So now, since this is able to, I guess, come apart, maybe, well, maybe not. It looks like, I'll work on this later because I don't want to bust these figures off the base, but it looks like they have the right idea. It looks like these figures are on a clear base, kind of like what I do in my dioramas with the let me see. So I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here because I'm looking at these guys here. Actually, it's just kind of tape on the bottom of their feet. So I don't know if these guys have any base at all. They do not. So yeah, I'll just do what I usually do, and that is glue a piece of the clear plastic to their feet so they stand there pretty good. But these are better than the green light diorama figures, because the green light ones have these huge bulky bases on the bottom that look like chess pieces. I don't know how else to explain it. That's exactly what they remind me of. And these figures, I believe these are die-cast. Yeah, it sounds like it. It doesn't sound, and it feels like it. It doesn't feel like plastic. And the metal, it feels cold. I mean, like metal would be over plastic. But we do have the air conditioning cranked here, so everything would be probably cold. But yeah, these are basically like American diorama figures. Yeah, they have density to them. You can hear them hitting the table. Actually, they're pretty good. These are metal figures. So, honestly, like, going by, like, what American Diorama charges for their figurines and stuff, you get a 6-pack for anywhere from, like, $10 to $16. And It just depends on the set of figures, but it's a typical 6-piece for like $10. No, so each figure is almost $2 each. So if you figure that, we'll just say $3 for 2 figures, and like the regular $6.88 for the car. So yeah, I guess that does justify $10. And what I like about these figures is they're era correct for what I'm going for. So that's one reason why I really like the Camaro set. But now I'm not going to take the other figure off, and we know what we're dealing with right now. So we'll move along to probably the most popular of the release one, the square body. Your 1979 GMC Sierra Classic 15 heavy half. And this is the first time I've ever seen this truck released, because I don't remember seeing this logo on the bedside before. Heavy half, I think it is, and that is pretty cool. Let's zoom in and look at it. Yeah, I don't know what that says. It's hard to see through the plastic there. I think it is heavy something, but anyways, this is the original GMC ad with like farm life, the barn, and the house and such out in the country with a wooden fence and stuff at sunset. It looks really good. Like it would be a really nice backdrop for some pictures of these vehicles. And we'll go ahead and open this up and get him out and take a look at him so we can see the side of the bed a little bit better. And once again, we'll probably have to cut some... Oh no, this one didn't have tape or any kind of bands on it. It just was slid in there. So let me try to get this to focus in a little better. And yeah, I'm sorry guys, I really cannot read that good. My eyes are definitely not what they used to be. But it may say heavy half, just the way the block letters are and the way that it pixelates whenever I zoom in that much. But anyways, this is probably going to be the first time we've seen this truck. And then the figures, these are definitely metal, because they don't flex at all when you try to move his arm. They're definitely metal figures. So you have your cowgirl and you have your cowboy there, your ranchers, and the square body pickup, which is pretty nice. And then moving along to the next set, this is a really cool one. This is the 1965 Shelby GT350R with Carroll Shelby and a driver here, and this is really cool with the background with the Mustangs. So very sweet set. And this set did have a chase set, and I did not show you that, but these other two sets are one of 6,000 worldwide. Recommended for 14 and older. That was the Camaro, and then the truck, same thing. It is one of 6,000 pieces. Now, if you look at the Shelby one, they did total probably 7,000 sets. 6,250 regular and 750 chase sets. The chase sets, all they have is gold wheels and a gold interior. I don't know about under the hood. I couldn't see it in the pics online, but this doesn't really have a lot of trim. It's bumper delete and such. The tail lights may be gold too, but I'm not sure. But yeah, we did not have the chase set at our store, unfortunately. But as I said before, the chase stuff doesn't really matter to me. I just get it to resell it. And that's it. That's probably pretty much what I'm going to do with all of these sets. But let's get them out and take a look at them. And I know I'm killing the value of them by opening them, but I like to see them up close. And probably the only thing I'm going to be selling are the cars, because now this one's also taped in. It's kind of strange that The pony cars, the Camaro, and the Mustang is like taped in here, and the truck was not. It's kind of strange, but there you go. Carroll Shelby and his 65 Shelby 350R and the driver. This is a cool set race used with the mud on the side of the vehicle. So pretty sweet set. And that's it for your first lineup. As I said, all of these are opening door with opening hood, except for the square body, obviously. The square body is just a opening hood vehicle with a detailed small block. Actually, that's a really nicely detailed engine in there. Not bad at all. From M2. So anyways, basically what I'm going to do is probably keep the figures and sell the vehicles. I may end up aging the Camaro and putting him in my junk car diorama, which has grown quite a bit. We're going to do a video on it soon, once I get all the other patinaed vehicles in. But we have built a little layout of a dirt yard with grass patches and stuff all over it. Pretty cool. Not bad for my first time around. Ethan and I built it together, and it's designed to fit perfect right here between the legs of our display case and wrap around the old barn here. So we'll be doing that this, maybe not this weekend. I don't think we'll have everything, but maybe one day next week. We'll end up doing it on a Wednesday or Friday. So maybe this time next week we'll have it ready to go for you guys so you can see it and see what we've done with our layout, because we've completed the dealership, obviously. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. Enjoy your Friday and enjoy your whole weekend, and we'll be back on Monday for our Mopar Monday. Thanks for watching.